Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. Now, yep, sure enough, we have got confirmation that DBZ Broly is going to be one of the big, characters for part 1 of Worldwide Download Celebration. No info yet on if he's a Carnival or a Dokkan Fest LR. I mean, we would always want a villain to probably be a Dokkan Fest leader to potentially get more categories onto a stronger team. I mean, one thing we could say is that there's not that much difference. I mean, I guess mostly in links is what I mean, and categories between like a legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Here, let me pull up the tech one real quick. And the Dragon Ball Super Broly, right? Like they have very, very similar links that they're working with for a lot of aspects. We could hopefully keep the dream up that maybe this Broly could get big bad bosses. Probably not, but I don't want to say it's impossible. So, we don't know if he's going to be a Carnival, a Dokkan Fest, anything like that. I would probably want him to be a Dokkan Fest, but again, we had a villain Dokkan Fest earlier this year, and they have very similar categories. I mean, I suppose this Broly could lead, things like, well, this is Broly from the second movie, to be fair, though. We want this guy. This is the one from the first movie. And, I mean, he's not on, like, Revenge and stuff like that. Because, see, like, Full Power, we just got, Dokkan Fest STR Broly. It's a great category. But I'm not really too sure. Power Beyond Super Saiyan would be a great one. Definitely not really going to be a villain team so much. But, I mean, that could be fun. It's like a crazy, like, Super Saiyan team. That could be fun. Maybe even Power Beyond Super Saiyan 200% if he's a Carnival. That could be great. Now, what I want to do here is just talk about some of the characters. By the way, this post by Misaka, man, this is, for the years, we're getting content out of these tweets, right? So well done here. But we could talk about the characters that are going to EZA and what they might look like. Now, we have not had a Super EZA for several months on JP. I'm not really too sure why. I would say that Tanabata did not need one. Not an issue. I know people will say, oh, it's meant to make old characters, like, decent again. And it's like, sure. But immediately on Super EZA, what I noticed that Super EZA did, it's not that, well, as much to me as, oh, the really old character is super good again, but more so, it's a lot easier for them to get these teams off the ground. You look at, like, Majin Power and Super Bosses were helped so much by having another character dropping to make the team more relevant. So that's kind of the biggest way I look at it, is an extra piece to make the team good. Now, to be fair, if Broly is going to lead like Power Beyond Super Saiyan, we're not really going to need Super EZAs for a Power Beyond Super Saiyan team, right? Like, we'll be able to make do. Although, to be fair, Beast and UI are not Super Saiyans, either UI. So of like all, the top, actually thinking about it, I mean, it's just Gogeta and Evolution Blue Vegeta, right? Like of like the best, the top 10 in the game right now. This is my current list, and I as of the moment, I stand by these picks exactly. The only thing I always just preface is that I think you can like, some people will be really obnoxious and be like, oh my god, definitively this guy's better than, like, these three, to me, I feel like they're so close. I really think I can entertain any argument for these three in any order. EJLUI and Evolution Blue Vegeta Tech UI. I think that they're damn near interchangeable, right? Like, they're all super good. So in here, we have 3 Power Beyond Super Saiyan characters. Evolution Blue Vegeta, Blue Gogeta, and then we've got the other Broly. Now, keep in mind, this is just a huge dumbass move they made when they introduced Dragon Ball Super Broly into Dokkan. They just called him Broly, which is so dumb, because it's one of the dumber Dokkan decisions that's not like, them lowering Global's rates before first anniversary or something just egregious like that, right? But, like, deciding that Dragon Ball Super Broly and DBZ Broly have the same names is just so dumb and so damaging potentially to run them together. Now, remember, this guy is right here. He is Super Saiyan Broly, right? So if we would, for example, have this guy EZA, which I would say it's guaranteed this guy's going to EZA. He is literally the oldest premium character in the game right now. Premium, of course, I mean as a summonable Dokkan Fest exclusive, or a Yellow Coin LR, or a Carnival LR, or something like that. And TEQ Broly, by a lot, is the oldest. I mean, TEQ Broly on Global came out in May of 2019. On JP, he was July of 2019. And then these guys are December. So again, he has a 6-month gap, right, between any other characters who have not yet EZA'd. So it's very clear that, he's going to EZA here. I would say it's a 99.9% chance this guy EZAs, right? It's just flat out going to happen. And, if we run him on the same team as the Dokkan Fest LR, we could encounter issues turn 1, but they both are eventually transformed. This guy has a really good transformation condition. Yeah, this is the golden W, man. That shit. Dude, take me back to these days. That is nothing. That's, it's not even a problem. So, it would only be potentially their first turn together, although you guys know me, I do value the start of battle a lot. But we'll see. This guy, I presume they'll keep the spirit of him the same, and that he will be a devastating damage god upon his EZA. So, what, hopefully, maybe Carnival DBZ Broly could have a team protector mechanic or something like that. Because one thing we've never really gotten with all these Brolys, I guess besides this guy in terms of his stacking, is we've never had a defensive god DBZ Broly. And, I mean, to me, maybe the most iconic thing he did is stand in front of Goku, eat the Kamehameha, and then just, clown on Goku. That's just the raw shit ever. Ever. He just stands there and laughs at it. Now, remember, it was a similar thing with Cooler, where one of the best things he ever did was just fly right through Goku's Kamehameha. They took that animation, sort of, at the start of, I think it's his 18-key super attack, right? But they don't actually have him traveling through the beam part of it. That should have been a key blast counter or something like that. But they kind of just implemented the start, if you watch the movie, where he kind of leaps off the ground and travels up, goes through the Kamehameha, in Dokkan, it's just him flying up to attack, right? They should have definitely implemented that. But, maybe we could see a Broly that's tanky. Now, I guess we could, again, this guy's probably going to be super crazy. Keep in mind that these are godly. This seems not that much, but this is just unbelievable damage. And considering you could do it immediately after he transforms, I mean, this guy is going to be killing bosses like crazy. This could be a really big deal. If, even if they make him weak defensively, if the Broly, the new Dokkan Fest or Carnival Broly, can protect him until the end. Remember, the hardest fight in the game has a damage threshold check. I would be willing to bet this guy is going to be way over that shit. And he will blow Goku and Frieza away on EZA if he could just get a little bit of help, right? I promise that will be a thing. So, I do have high hopes for this guy. I mean, if we look at this, 2 Yellow Coin LR EZAs, bam and bam, are right there. Now, I know these guys are also EZAs, but remember, the headlining Dokkan Fest Anniversary LRs, they get treated as though they're new summonable units with their EZA, basically. Right? Like Vegeta and UI, and then the 5th Anniversary Blue Fusions. Their EZAs are so good, they're actually competing with the new summonable characters. Right? But I do think we could hopefully see that with this guy. This guy probably will EZA as well. I mean, remember, they do have a different name, so we can run them on the same team. And obviously, once this guy transforms, he'll be able to link with them all. This guy, remember, they will keep the spirit of units the same. So this guy still, even after his EZA, is going to be a lot better against Pure Saiyan and Hybrid Saiyan enemies. There are a lot of those fights. I mean, I think the second hardest fight in the game right now is against 2 Pure Saiyan enemies. The Blue Kaioken Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta into the Evolution Blue Vegeta fight, right? So this Broly having a lot of damage reduction, having a lot of additionals and stuff like that. I just would really, one of these guys making them a real defensive juggernaut would be awesome, right? Maybe they just if this type of character, like, we want this guy to get guard or something like that. Because, like, if he's guarding and then he has this and then he gets this after he supers, he's untouchable. Like, he'll be invincible. I mean, it's slot 2 or 3 thing, but I think that's still very helpful too. I mean, 17 and Golden Frieza and Jiren are both invincible, but it's most of the time just in slot 2 or 3. Jiren and Evolution Blue Vegeta kind of similar too, although he's got a Team Protector mechanic. And Jiren, of course, in a standby, you know, he can go slot 1, you know, if you have 5+ orbs. He has 100. I mean, Jiren is actually the best defensive character in the game in a standby with 5 orbs, because he has 100% damage reduction. No boss, under any circumstances, can ever hurt him, unless they would remove damage reduction or something like that. That's what they'd have to do. So this guy, you know, hopefully we can get some good stuff. Now we have these two. I mean, I don't know what the rules of Super EZA are yet. Like, how far they might go just to fit the theme. People will be snarky, but Super EZA is a pretty fresh thing. So, you know, it's like people are going to say, oh, they can't do that. That character's way too far. And then they're just going to do one of those, right? Like, we've seen this. I remember the same thing happened going into the 2022 Worldwide Download Celebration, where people were at the start of Celebration were saying STR Cooler is way too soon. He's not EZAing. And then he EZA'd. So, I mean, this guy for sure is going to Super EZA. This guy probably way less so, but it's possible that he could as well. Now, when it comes to Super EZAs, I mean, we're talking about these characters getting so much, right? Because nothing will change besides his passive. I mean, it's literally making a brand new character. I mean, he needs... you couldn't even begin to anticipate what this guy's Super EZA is going to look like. It's going to go from, you know, this one line into, you know, 17 essays long. So he does actually have a super attack effect. He gets attack for 3 turns. Okay. That's decent. I'm actually curious, exactly how much attack for 3 turns is it? Off the top of my head, I do not know what this is. I assume it's 30% for 3 turns. But again, I do not have that memorized. Now, this guy was like the first TUR, right? Let's see. All right, so it's... No, it's 50% for 3 turns, actually. Okay. Huh. So, I mean, he's got a real super attack effect. That's what that means. That's a real super attack effect, man. 50% attack for 3 turns? Like, that's not... You know, obviously you want defense, but compared to all these other Super EZA characters that'll be coming out, they don't have super attack effects, basically. This guy will. That's really good. That's really good. Awesome. One bad thing, of course, being he's only a 6-link character. This guy could Super EZA. I mean, without a doubt, this guy is going to get a Super EZA first. I don't remember getting too much value out of this guy's EZA back when he first came out. I don't think so. To be fair, though, I didn't have this guy rainbowed, I think, for quite a while. So I'm not even a good judge of this guy when he initially EZA'd. Like, could I look this up? When did I do the rainbow video on him? STR Broly 100%. I might pause and see when this was. Let me... 5 years ago. This is it. Okay, when is this? Yeah, this is... Isn't this a year after he EZA'd? He EZA'd in 20... Yeah, this is a year after he EZA'd. Huh. These are the old days right here. 2018. So this is right before Blue Gogeta came out. Yeah, I think this is the Metal Cooler Dokkan event. Metal Cooler Dokkan event was really good for showcases back when it first came out. We also... We're going to get a little value from the AoE right here. We do a little tanking. Oh, we might have had an item up. Oh my god, 1.7. Calm down, Broly. 1.7? He's a demon, dude. Oh, look at that AoE damage. Oh, so good. They gotta give us, like, a difficult fight. Oh, and then... Is that a hidden potential system additional super spy with my little eye? Damn, back then I must have had the hidden potential system additional super luck, huh? Sheesh. Wish I could have that right now. But yeah. So this guy, we'll see. I mean, I guess let's let this guy get a Super EZA first. I think Trunks and Goten could very easily EZA. You know, Goten and Trunks, of course, have a major part in the second Broly movie. Now, I don't know if Bio Broly is going to have a part in this celebration or not. No way to tell. But I do think that this character probably will EZA regardless. Unless they have a Bio Broly celebration planned. Again, I don't think Bio Broly will be part of the worldwide celebration here. I think Bio Broly could get a Dokkan Fest or like a Yellow Coin LR, but not a Dokkan Fest LR or Carnival LR. I don't know about all that, right? Like, it's like, you know, like, I think OG Dragon Ball, you know, could get like a, you know, like I think OG Dragon Ball would work better as like Tanabata. Tanabata to me is where I think OG, because you've got two major options that could hit as Dokkan Fest LRs and Carnival LRs. Well, I guess there is technically four. If we're going to count 23rd World Tournament Goku and Piccolo Jr., I do think you could also get away with them. So there's only the four, right? Maybe if they want to wait, you know, next year, I mean, them, you know, or wait till a point where like 23rd World Tournament Goku and Piccolo Jr. could EZA, and then those are the four LRs, it could work. I mean, with Kid Goku and Demon King Piccolo. But like the problem is, like, you know, there's a lot of characters who just in these big celebrations, I don't see it. Tien, Bio Broly, I mean, Lord Slug, probably not. A character I do think could get away with it, like Bojack is not like, oh my god, Bojack is so hype. But he just pairs with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, who is that hype, right? It's just how it goes. So definitely keep that in mind. This could be a fun character, though. They do need no, it's basically another Trunks or another Goten. Is there? There isn't like a base Trunks and Goten, is there? This is not what I'm talking about, because they're teen. I can't think of a base Trunks and Goten. Maybe they could do that or something like that. Because, again, obviously, that's teen. They have different names. There's this character still. Huh. But yeah, maybe Trunks or Goten could be like the banner unit. Who knows what the banner unit will be? At probably one of the Z Fighters, Piccolo, maybe Gohan. I mean, I guess Vegeta. Although, I mean, it is Super Vegeta who is fighting in the movie. So, a Super Vegeta banner unit? I guess we could, right? Trunks, maybe? They usually do... Oh, well, actually, wait. Trunks... No. I'm silly. Trunks already has a banner unit from this movie. Actually, so he will likely EZA at the same time, right? Because this Trunks is from this movie. We're talking about this guy right here. He's actually from the movie. Yeah, and there's the Gohan. I mean, if they give us this Gohan as the banner unit, and then this guy EZAs... Huh? Hybrid say, oh, the Beasterizer. Oh my god. That could be fun. We'll see. This is going to be a good celebration, man. I'm telling y'all. Lock in. Because this is about to be a fire-ass celebration, dude. Alright, well, I mean, I feel like this is good enough kind of looking at some of these. There's a lot more we could see, right? I mean, if they really dive, duck, dodge, and dive deep into the new... or into the second Broly movie, you know who else could get like a good EZA is this guy. This guy right here. Whew. They never did EZA him, right? This guy, this movie hero support. That's big time, man. There are a few movie bosses enemies, and I mean, we could easily get like a Broly Red Zone based around Broly, right? And they could just do DBZ, like they could do movie 8, movie 10, Bio Broly. They could do Dragon Ball Super Broly, just like a 4-stage red zone of just all the different Broly enemies again. That would be fun. I'd be down with that. I think that could be pretty cool. Although, I mean, if they built it like that, we'd be in line for Dragon Ball Super Broly to be the hardest fight in the game again for like the 80th time. Like the 50th time. But yeah, this guy will be interesting. Movie heroes is probably going to be a really intriguing team after this celebration, right? like double Gogeta movie hero. I'm sure that, you know, some Goku, it's probably going to be a Super Saiyan Goku's going to come out. Yeah, because it's like, you would think like, oh, we've had enough movie hero characters and stuff like that, but like, bro, the roster of movie heroes is actually not that good, huh? Ugh. I mean, we've got Gogeta, and of course, you know, Gogeta, Beast, and the Gammas. And then some of these options, like this guy's pretty good, but like, God, Goku is only okay at best. Like, most of these characters are worthless now. We could get away with Orange Piccolo, but he's not what he once was. Orange, like, he could still help, but again, he's not what he once was. Orange Piccolo. He's just a great, well, a good. Well, I'm mostly, so these days, my focus has come just to the top 3 fights: Cell Max, Blue Kaioken Goku Evolution, Blue Vegeta, and Goku and Frieza. Like, most of my opinions are centered around that. Like, I could live with a character not being the best in the hardest fight in the game. That's okay. But I do think Cell Max and the Evolution Blue Vegeta and Blue Kaioken Goku fight, like, they're all structured at least similarly at the start. Cell Max, you're eventually able to debuff that, though, compared to the other two, you're not able to. But, I mean, there's some similarities there that can make those fights really tough. This guy, 2022 characters are probably not going to EZA. Like, I would think most of the EZAs we'll see will only go as far as 2021. By the way, this Goku and Piccolo we might even see their EZA details literally tonight, Goku and Piccolo, as part of the countdown to the worldwide. I think it's very possible that we see that. I don't think they're going to touch the Janemba and Gogeta movie, by the way. So, TEQ Gogeta, Physical Janemba, Pikkon, and TEQ Janemba. I don't think so, because I just kind of envision 10th anniversary. Like, I mean, a lot of people go, oh, fusions again, but like, Super Gogeta and Super Vegeta, it's, to me, feels very obvious for anniversary. Like, that seems very obvious. So I think, especially with all of them, you know, kind of like built up right there, I think they could just line all of them up, you know, ready to go. So that's what I think we're going to see for 10th anniversary. But we'll see. You know, you never know. Maybe they could EZA TEQ Gogeta or something like that for the celebration. Let me know what you guys think. But I personally am very excited for a Broly celebration. We saw how good the Cooler movie celebration is going to be. DBZ Broly movie celebration will be just as fire. I know so.